This year, we worked top to bottom in the system, making everything faster that you do the most. Things like unlocking with Face ID, now 30% faster. We've changed the way that we're packaging apps on the App Store. And when this rolls out in the fall with iOS 13, you'll see that your downloads are now 50% smaller and updates 60% smaller. But what's really incredible is the effect it has on app launch speed. It's up to twice as fast in iOS 13. We are bringing dark mode to iOS. Look at that. The gorgeous dark wallpaper. Our notifications look great. Let's take a look at our widgets. Look just awesome. Let's take a look at some apps. We'll start with news. Check it out with a gorgeous dark appearance. So nice. And your calendar, your daily events have never looked so awesome on this really beautiful palette. And notes. Look at this refined texture. It's really fantastic. Let's take a trip into messages. So you see how your images, your emoji, they all look just fantastic. And of course, the keyboard, an extra refined new dark appearance and some new tricks, because now when you type, you can swipe. Just like that. Now, Safari has new options to quickly change text sizing and as per website preferences. Mail gets desktop class text formatting controls, including support for rich fonts. And Notes gets this beautiful new gallery view, support for shared folders, and much more. But where we really went deep is with Reminders. We've completely reinvented the app, rewriting it from the ground up to make it more intelligent, intuitive, and powerful, and easier than ever to create reminders. So for instance, just type what you want and Reminders will understand when and where to notify you. Or you can use the new QuickType bar. Just tap and enter things like location or even attachments like photos. With tasks, you can now associate to-dos with a top-level reminder. Now, Smart Lists, they help you keep track of your most important items. And if you tag a person in a reminder, well, next time you're in a messages conversation, you'll automatically get a notification letting them know that now is time to talk. It's really handy.
I'm so happy to show you what's new in Apple Maps. All right, first, let's take a look at that new map. As Craig said, we've been driving and flying all across the United States, collecting land and aerial data to add significant new detail to the map. So now roads and beaches, parks and buildings look great. We've also added a couple of very useful new features to our recently designed launch screen, like favorites, where I can add the places I go every day for quick and easy access. Now I can just tap and go. And with collections, this is where I can organize all of my favorites, or I can make lists of favorites to share with friends, or I can finally organize that next big trip. With Look Around, I get a gorgeous, high-definition 3D view. It's an awesome way to explore. But this is my favorite part. Turn your phone and hold on tight. Smoothly move down the street. Yep, but you haven't seen it look like that before.
We believe privacy is a fundamental human right, and we engineer it into everything we do. And this year, we're doing even more. I want to focus on 3 big areas, starting with location. Now, for the first time, you can share your location to an app just once, and then require it to ask you again next time it wants it. And if you do choose to grant an app the ability to continually monitor your location in the background, we'll give you reports so you'll know what they are up to. Now, some apps try to work around these protections by scanning for Bluetooth or Wi-Fi signals to infer your location. Well, we're shutting the door on that abuse as well. Next, I want to turn to login. We've all seen buttons like this, asking us to use a social account login to to get a more personalized experience with an app. Now, this can be convenient, but it also can come at the cost of your privacy. Your personal information sometimes gets shared behind the scenes, and these logins can be used to track you. So we wanted to solve this, and many developers do too. And so now we have the solution. It's called Sign In with Apple. Sign In with Apple is the fast, easy way to sign in without all the tracking. A simple API allows a developer to put a Sign In with Apple button right in their app. You just tap it, and you're authenticated with Face ID on your device, logged in with a new account without revealing any new personal information. Some apps may want your name and maybe even an email to send you information when you're outside the app. Now, we do allow them to request this information, but check this out. You can choose to share your actual email address, or you can choose to hide it. And when you do, we'll create a unique random address that forwards to your real address. Unfortunately, most home cameras today send people's video up to the cloud so it can be analyzed to tell the difference between maybe a leaf blowing in the wind and someone at your door. But unfortunately, this risks your privacy. We have a new way. It's called HomeKit Secure Video. Now, yes, HomeKit Secure Video, in that case, the video is analyzed in your home, on your resident iPad, HomePod, or Apple TV. And then it's encrypted and securely sent to iCloud where no one, not even Apple, can see it. Now, of course, you'll be alerted if there's any activity, and you'll be able to review the recordings. Now, storage for 10 days of clips will be included in your existing iCloud accounts, and it won't count against your storage. We've all received messages like this. Like, who is this guy? Well, wouldn't it be better if you could see something like this? Or maybe even this? Well, now you can. Because with iOS 13, you and the people you message with will be able to share your name and your photo, and even use Memoji or Animoji to create a photo of yourself. It's called Memoji Stickers. Now, instead of expressing yourself like this with emoji in your conversations, you can now do it like this. We automatically create a sticker pack for you for each of your Memoji. Now, we're also extending portrait lighting so you can adjust the intensity of the lighting effect just like you could in a lighting studio by moving the lights closer or further away from your subject. So when you increase the intensity of the light, it's like virtually moving the light closer. This has the effect of smoothing skin, brightening eyes and facial features. Or you can pull it back for a subtle, more refined look. And we adapt this effect uniquely to each style of portrait lighting. Now, next, I want to turn to photo editing. We have a brand new experience so that you control every element of your photo. You can see at a glance all your settings, and with just a tap and a drag, you can make adjustments. It applies across all of our existing effects and many more that are new to iOS 13.
But we've also given you more control over how you can view all your photos. You can simply pinch to zoom out and see a bunch of photos, or you can zoom in to see more detail. It's really fast and fluid. Now, as you can see, I take a ton of photos of my kids, trying to capture that perfect moment. Oftentimes, my best shots get lost in this sea of images. That's what Daze is for. I just tap down here at the bottom, and you can see Daze is absolutely beautiful. The clutter of the similar photos is gone. I can just scroll and enjoy now.
Shortcuts enable you to use your apps through Siri. And in the Shortcuts app, you can create your own personalized multi-step shortcut. Now in iOS 13, the app is built right in, and it is more powerful than ever. It's now the one place you access all of your shortcuts, including ones you've added to Siri, and we make it easier to get started with your first multi-step shortcut using a new feature called Suggested Automations, which take your habits and personalize it to a template like heading home or going to the gym.